That was a symposium that was basically dedicated to Hodgkin lymphoma and then other CD30 positive non-Hodgkin lymphoma. And I basically discussed the role of first-line therapy in patients with advanced stage Hodgkin lymphoma. I went through the standard of care nowadays. I went through the possibility to adapt first-line therapy according to interim PET after 2 cycles of treatment, indicating the possibility to decrease the intensity of the treatment in those patients that are quick responders, and thus decreasing the amount of side effects that first-line therapy has for these patients. And of course, for these patients that are still PET positive, the possibility to increase the intensity of the treatment to try to make as much effective as possible first-line therapy for these patients. And then finally, I discussed the possibility to include new agents in this first-line therapy. So initially, I discussed the results of the Echelon-1 trial, which is the first phase 3 prospective clinical trial looking at the possibility to omit Bleomycin from ABVD and to include Adcetris together with ABD, with the objective to increase the efficacy. In fact, the trial was positive, and the MPFS after 2 years of follow-up was significantly better for those patients that received the experimental arm. And on the other side, the toxicity profile was, I would say, different. No pulmonary toxicity, more hematological toxicity that could partially be prevented with the use of G-CSF as primary prophylaxis. And finally, I went through other trials that were including basically checkpoint inhibitors, nivolumab, and together with chemotherapy, also to try to improve the results and to decrease the side events in patients with advanced stage Hodgkin lymphoma.